Alright. Hello. This is gonna be my first ever live stream, and we're gonna play the classic video game from 2008, Spore. You already see the galaxy in the background for the main menu, and what this is gonna be about is we're gonna start out as a little cell creature and evolve into a big creature that is capable of civilization, and eventually is gonna evolve into a spacefaring civilization. And then we're gonna travel through space, meet other civilizations, and so on and so forth. It's a fun little game. Yeah, and let's get right into it. So we're gonna start out as a cell on a new planet. And we're gonna play on normal mode. And at the beginning we can choose a name for our planet, so let's go for something fun and creative. So yeah, life on this planet starts out from being carried over by a meteor, and we escape from this little meteor shard here. It's gonna sink into the ocean, and we're gonna become a funny little cell creature. Yeah, we can swim around, eventually meet other cells, and we try to dominate the ocean and make our species the prevalent big boy species. So at the beginning, what you need to do just is collect some food materials, help you grow, and eat other cells. But also avoid these big creatures in the background. And you eventually unlock new parts for yourself. For example, we just unlocked the spike. You see some of these creatures here have spikes, for example, and that makes them a little bit more difficult to eat, but we can do it. Come in. No. Yes, perfect. So, something that we're immediately gonna try out is one of the core features of the game, which is the evolution part. So we find cell of our kind, and we get to design the evolution. So one of the things we can do is, at the beginning we started out as a carnivore cell, which means we can only eat other cells and meat particles, but we can also put a herbivore mouth right next to it, and then as we swim by the plant particles we can also eat those, so that makes it a little bit easier to grow, because you don't have to kill other creatures. Also, we now for the first time get to paint our creature, and I wanna go for a calm blue here and something stripy. You see there are other painting options, and as we evolve into a creature there are gonna be way more options. But as we are in the space, in the cell stage right now, this is what we can do. About the name, yeah, let's go for Eye Master. Something very serious and legendary. So now that we have the herbivore mouths, we can float to the green particles and eat those. Those are just usually plentiful around. We see that this creature behind us is hunting us right now and trying to eat us, which is not so nice. And there's a really big one. But in the meantime, I can just eat this one. No, okay, I may have to run. It seems to want pretty much exactly me. You might not be getting out of this one so fast. Finally also a bigger creature, but there's, in the background you can see there are plenty of even way bigger creatures in the background, and we will eventually run into those again, and those will try to eat us again. What I'm trying now is maybe we can get this creature, I don't know, because it has a new creature part. It has the jet part, which is faster, which makes us faster. So if we eat some more food, you remember this guy was one of the big guys before, now I'm the big guy. Again, some new parts. But this creature is dangerously fast. We need to evolve again. Alright, Alright, so as for now the jet part is too expensive, but what we can do is get rid of the flagella here. That will make us be able to afford the jet, because we only have so much DNA points available. So we gotta pay attention to that. Also, let's just for fun evolve a creature to have 2 eyes. It doesn't cost any more points, so it's fine. And let's make the jet really big. Now that we have 2 eyes, it should be called Ice Master. And now we are faster. This is oops. That guy just straight up ate us and sucked us in. Hold on, I want that out. Yes. So the part we just unlocked there are these fins, and they allow us to, I think, turn really fast. In my opinion, they're not super important right now. Okay, this guy is annoying, but there's not much I can do about it, especially if there are multiple of them next to each other. Oh, there's a creature with the poison part. So you see the purple dust emanating from there. That's poison. And I just died to poison. So essentially you don't really get any penalty for dying per se. It just does show up on your record here that you died 2 times here, for example. This is also another feature of Spore, is this timeline here. As you can see on the top here, we have these different icons for the different stages of our creature. And this timeline is gonna go through all of these phases. So we have the cell stage, the creature stage, the tribal stage, the civilization stage, and the space stage. And this timeline is gonna show the events that happens in the meantime. So what you can also see is that we always have these 3 partitions of this graph here. In the cell stage, it decides whether you get to be an omnivore, a herbivore, or a carnivore in the creature stage. So what's most good is if you balance eating meat particles and plant particles, because then you end up in the middle here. You see that meat particles eating puts us further down, and plant buds, you know, if we eat those we end up further up. And it's most practical if we end up with the omnivore mouths in the end. So that's what we're going for, because then we can eat anything in the creature stage, and that makes it much more practical and usable. So right now we can afford to eat more plants, as we've just seen. It makes sense to check this graph every now and then. Also, eating puts your health back up, so that's why I can take damage every now and then and still survive. this here is also nice. This is a meteor shard. It also just contains parts. Oh, you see that creature was really fast there. So yeah, adding more of these jets I believe makes us faster as well. I believe that's why this creature was so fast. But yeah, what's really fun about this part of the game is you just get to eat all the creatures that were annoying you before. And you see this bottom on the this bar on the bottom here. Once that fills up, that means we get to evolve into the creature stage and get on land. This is a very aggressive little fella. Oh, these are nice. I gotta make sure to get that part, cause it's really good. But unfortunately I do. Whoa, they're ganging up on my kind. Yeah, it's getting a little bit dangerous in here, isn't it? And stop it, stop it, stop it. You, however, I kill you, and I get your part. And then I die to your brother. Anyway, we're gonna get that part. That's a dangerous location for that, but sure. But I really want... it's too expensive. Then let's at least get the poison part. As we've seen before, this will leave a poison trail behind us. And people will die in it. Let's put it on the sides here, that will look funny. And make it real big. And let's call this creature Poison Master. I know it's very serious. How's it looking on the graph? Oh, we're pretty much in the middle, that's fine. Yes, come here. I dare you. No, okay. I thought it just despawned. And it doesn't want to swim into my poison at all, actually. It's being a bit too smart for my liking. I just grew up into dying. Nice. And now this creature just died in my poison trail. Very nice. Yeah, this is a little bit of an annoying stage where you can see these dirt clumps and these creatures spawning from it. But at least they died to my poison, so that's fine. See on the graph again. It's going a little bit down. Right. So I suppose let's find some plant matter. This one. Nice, and we're starting to develop a brain. So that will allow us to go to the creature stage now. So yeah, as you can see, we ended up pretty much in the center, which is good. So let's continue. So this is the creature editor for the very beginning. Fully featured creature editor in just a bit once we go on land, and we can now put legs on our creature. And edit our cell parts in 3D. So now the function of our parts has changed. The mouth now also gives us the ability to sing. The poison part became a spit part. This will be a projectile attack against other creatures. And the mouth also gives us the bite. The jet part gives us sprinting. So we can activate that when we want to go a little bit faster. We also still have eyes. And actually a fun fact, if you remove the eyes and you were to go on land without any eyes, you would actually be blind and not see very much, like you only see the immediate area around you. So it's good that we have eyes that will make it visually a little bit more appealing. So yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time here. We are gonna remove this printing in order to add 4 legs. Because I wanna. is make this tail now come around here and make it point the spitting part towards the front. And now we will give it an adequate name, Spitting Master, because that's very normal. And yeah, as mentioned before, we now have access to more coloration types. So what I want to do is I want to keep it stripy overall, but make it blue again. Here we can go with this one and make it usual blue. Yeah, that makes it a little bit shiny. Alright, Spitting Master is done and ready to go on land. So in this graphic you obviously see that the game is a little bit old and you see the blurry parts be extremely pixely and stuff, but again, this game is from 2008, it's fine. And yeah, now it's creature stage time. So we have a nest here in the middle. Again, the bar on the bottom is our progress to the next stage. Again, we have to find new parts to evolve eventually. And again, we have food in our area around. So, for example, we are an omnivore, so we can eat fruit from the trees and the bushes. And you can also eat meat by killing other creatures. What's going on here? What is this? Huh, curious. Oh, that's a dead creature, I see. So yeah, meat. Anyway, this time the progress bar isn't being filled by eating, but rather by meeting other creatures. So, for example, we have this guy over here. A new different species. So we have essentially two moods, one being the happy interaction, let's be friends mood, and the aggressive, let's kill them mood, where all of our weapons are. So here I could bite or spit on the creature, or I could sing and try to get along with the creature. And yeah, so let's give that a shot. Let's try to befriend these other creatures. So the good thing is, at the beginning you meet only very simple creatures, like this one, which also only can sing. But in the later stages you will find it much more difficult to socialize, because everyone has more advanced singing and has dance moves and everything, and they want you to copy them essentially. And you'll be like, wait, but I can't dance, I don't have dancey feet. And then that's a whole issue. So that means unfortunately sometimes violence is the only option. But yeah, as you can see, these creatures are now having a blue happy face with me. Because, whoops, that I accidentally cancelled that. That is because I already befriended two of their kind. And yeah, now I befriended this whole creature species. They are now friends. And eventually, once I get strong enough, I can travel in a pack and take other creatures with me along in my pack, who will then fight and socialize along with me. Also, what we have to deal with now is hunger. So at the bottom right, it's very tiny, but you can see that there is a hunger bar. So eventually we gotta keep on top of that and keep eating stuff. But as you can see, there are bushes and trees around with plenty of food. Oh yeah, and these piles of bones here, those are creature parts just lying around in the wild. So right now we got a different mouth actually, which is pretty cool. And now that we got two more parts, that means we can technically go back already to our own place and evolve again. But first, let's talk to these people. So these are angry by nature. We haven't interacted with them yet, and yet they have a frowny face. So they are gonna be aggressive towards me right from the get-go. Unless I manage to socialize with them very quickly. And now they're neutral. So they should stop hissing at me any second now. Yeah, and we're almost friends. Oh yeah, and actually, big difference is if you befriend the alpha versions. So for example, this alpha bug here. That gives you a creature part as well. So it is sometimes more difficult to socialize with them, but not in this early stage. In this early stage it's pretty much the same. So yeah, we have a pack now. It only has a slot for one member, unfortunately. I often like to take my own creature with me, like my own kind with me, because they always have the same socializing features as I do. But right now it doesn't really matter much. Right now I can take any of these friendly creatures because they essentially have the same. Because we are that early on. Well, you can see that they don't have any poison spitters or any horns or anything, so they will not be good fighters, but for socializing they will do just fine. So let me take one of them with me. And again, you gotta do that by singing. So yeah, now our guy is pretty happy because we have a friend now that goes along with us. So, and that's basically everything we need to know to explore the world. We have a little mini-map down here. That shows us where other people live. For example, it shows us that here is another type of creature. It might look a little bit silly, but that's fine. I still think they can only sing, so whoops. That will happen a few times, that I accidentally click away instead of singing. Yeah, this creature actually can also dance. We can't dance, we don't have that here. So this creature is now a little bit disappointed that we didn't dance. But in the end it still checked out. We were able to make it work through the power of singing. Let no one ever tell you that singing isn't powerful. Unfortunately, it wasn't powerful enough for this creature. Stop dancing. I don't have that. Yeah, I know. Okay, this is pretty pointless then. So, let's go back home. Oh, and there's just a part lying around here as well. And let's do the same thing as in the cell stage. This is how evolution works. They do a little dance, and from the dance an egg happens. And you just don't ask yourself how that happens. It just works. And in this egg we're gonna have our own changed design now. It wants us to go to the test run. No, we don't want that. First of all, I actually wanna see if we have any feet that can... Yeah, we can dance with this one. So let's give ourselves some dancing feet. So, as you see here, this is where we can change the look of our creature pretty radically, but the parts still matter a lot in terms of functionality. So you can't just choose completely blindly. You're gonna have to make some decisions that are good for your creature and that still look good, obviously. So let's try to make something that looks a little bit okay. Obviously this mouth is not optimal, but whatever, we're gonna make it work. Also what I want to do is give the creature a little bit more of a neck. Yes. And this is entirely pointless, but we can... No, it's not pointless actually. This is a charming part. This will also allow us to socialize better. But I want to give this creature something like ears. Yeah, looks like a completely normal creature. What else do we got? We also have horns and parts for fighting. For example, we could upgrade our spitting part for a better one. Either one that deals more damage or one that gives us more health. I'm gonna take the one that gives us more health. And I think it also looks pretty good. We could also give a creature arms now, but I don't think I want to do that just yet. I think also let's make a creature a little bit smaller, shorter, and give it bigger paws. No, that's the maximum size for the paws, I think. Nope. There we go. And what I also want to outside a little bit. Turn them outside. So yeah, now we are definitely away from this cell stage look with the really big eyes and the cell parts. Now we really have something that looks like a creature. But I think we're gonna rename the creature nonetheless into Poking Master, because he has a middle tooth that he can poke people with. Anyway, let's see how it looks colored. Yeah, I think I like it. So something I will show you right now is the Sporepedia. Here you can see all the things that other people have also made, as it slowly loads in. And so we have these cards for each of the creations. So for example, somebody once made this creature here, the hopper. So that's the cool part about Spore here. You get a lot of creativity in what you can do. So if you want one leg, you can make a creature with one leg. If you want 4 legs, that's completely fine. If you want to give your creature creepy eye stalks, you can do that. You can give them hands, arms, whatever. Yeah, eventually we can even maybe meet this creature in our world, so that's gonna be fun. And some people use this to make really creative things. For example, here this person made a KFC for a building, like you have a building editor later. You have a vehicle editor later as well, so you can make some pretty cool looking cars like this one. I would say this one is not easy to do, like to make a sleek looking one like this. This person actually did a really good job, because, well, the vehicle parts are usually more bulky, and if you just drag them in all willy-nilly, you get something much more bubbly and weird looking. So it takes a lot of time to actually get all the detailed curves and things right, so this person did a really good job. Especially with the details at the front and such, this looks actually really good. Or you can also see a car here, except it isn't actually a car, this is a building. And also this one isn't so easy to do, because you don't really have good parts for wheels, so it's really impressive how that worked actually. And there's even an interior of the car, that's pretty nice. So you see, people can make some really creative and cool stuff in here. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, some of the stuff is, I would say, a little bit more geometric and creative in that sense, so like colorful and stuff. This is also a building. Technically in the building editor you get stuff like doors and windows and stuff, so this doesn't really make use of that to make a realistic looking house, but more like it's more of a geometric colorful sculpture and that. And also here's something that also a Spore creature can look like. Really tiny, a crab, asymmetrical with a crab shell on the top. actually really cool. But yeah, this is how we look like right now. Not as good, but we are still at the beginning of the creature stage. It's fine. We're gonna have something better at the end. Oh yeah, that's something a little bit charming about this game. When you evolve into a new creature, your parent tries to teach you the moves that you need to do, so you have to repeat them, and then your parent is happy. Now my parent wants me to spit, and it's like, wow, you can spit! And now I can dance. So yeah, now that we have dancing parts, we can go back to these creatures here, the Gorn, who weren't really keen on becoming our friends yet, because we couldn't dance. But now the tides have turned. Now I can also dance. And voila, the creature becomes our friend. So now what I'm gonna do is actually replace my pack member with one of these guys, because these guys can dance and my other friend cannot. So yeah, we do have a new pack member now. Cool. And now we must keep exploring the world. Okay, these people have not yet hatched from their cocoons, so we can't do much but leave them alone. We do have another nest here, but again these creatures are not ready yet. Oh, and also let's discover these parts. It's a nurple and something else, we don't know. Oh no, a new spitting part. Okay, these are angry again, but if we are fast enough, we can socialize with them. And yeah, no problem at all anymore. They have a second alpha, so we can get a second part from them. I will also say, obviously, the ooh is a very beautiful singing voice. And yeah, another creature type befriended, and that increases our progress on the bar down there, which is nice. Okay, turns out these fruits are too high for us to reach. So, Spore, you play with a combination of keyboard and mouse controls. So for example, I can do the walking with the WASD keys as usual, or I can click on the floor and drag the mouse around to navigate. Some things you have to click on, for example on the fruits to eat them, or on the creature people to interact with them. Oh, they are already my friends. Some things you can do from the keyboard as well. So if I had a jump feature, which this creature doesn't yet have, I could jump with the spacebar, or I can sprint with shift, for example. So that looks like this. He just goes crazy fast for a minute. You might be wondering what these are. These geysers, these fountains here. Right now they aren't much, except they catapult us into the air. But they will be very important in the later stages, in the civilization and in the space stage, because this is spice. Much like Dune, spice is traded around the universe, around the galaxy. So that's essentially your income later. Later you're gonna colonize planets in order to gather their spice and stuff. Spice is all around the galaxy, and it comes in different colors. Some are more rare than others and bring you more money. But right now this is just a funny, jumpy thing. So yeah, right now I think we don't have much of a choice except to continue befriending other people. Actually, you know, you can play this game much more aggressively and fight with people and actually kill creatures and stuff. Yeah, I could do that, but this is, to be honest, easier right now. So this is what we're gonna do. I mean, we can... I can show you what happens when you fight with other people. Hold on, first let's befriend the last member of these. Yeah. Oh yeah, and because we have befriended so many creatures, our brain grows a little bit and we become a little bit bigger. And we have, I think, also one more space for the pack, I think? Yes, exactly. So I could, for example, take the Alpha Tweety here, make friends with him. I will say this pack is actually getting really good at socializing. Unless the other people want us to use the secret fourth mode of socializing, then we're in a little bit of trouble, because we don't have that. But until then we are fine. So I've seen some angry people over there. let's go near them and just try and see how the fighting goes. Just so we've seen it. Right. So I have the advantage I can spit from a distance. My party members don't have that luck and they die. So that's what I mean. Fighting is not such a great option always. Also you lose health points obviously. Yeah, it's not the best if you don't have a good defense and stuff. But the good thing about fighting is it immediately provides you with food. The bad thing is I lost my whole pack. I am the only survivor, because I'm lucky enough to have the spitting feature. I can just go like this. They are a little bit scared of me now, as you can see on the face. Now I want to spit at you and fight with you over the distance again. Whoa, okay, these creatures can ram. That's actually one of the fighting moves that I don't have. It allows you to sprint across a distance and stun the opponent for a second. And I almost died there, so that's not so good. I need to kill one more of them in order to make them go extinct, so let's do it. And same thing again. Oh no, I might actually die this time. No, I just about made it. That was really close. So again, I heal a little bit from eating, but what heals you the most is actually standing in a nest that you either have made gone extinct or your own home nest. And as you saw, also making the species go extinct also increased the progress on my green bar here. But again, it's just more costly, so you lose eventually your pack and you can die yourself. So oh, and these guys are also immediately aggressive. I don't know, do I want to fight them? I don't have a pack with me right now. So let's just try. Let's just see how it goes. They are very slow, so I can just keep backing off and spitting at them. Yeah, if this is not the most exciting fight that you have ever seen, then I don't know. It's basically action-packed. I find this actually really funny, because they are coming at me with the tough guy stance, flexing, and yet they are essentially dead. This guy is not even fighting, he's just running away. It's a baby, okay. So this might not be my most honorable moment, but the thing is, babies are easier to kill, and they completely count towards the goal of making them go extinct. So I think the rest of them have run away in fear. Or was this the wrong nest? Oh, these are completely angry creatures. You essentially have no chance of redeeming yourself for them. Where are you coming from? Do you have a nest close to you? These look like fish. Where are you people? And these are also very angry creatures. They will basically attack me as soon as they see me. Yeah, they are already hissing at me. So I will just go away. Oh, there are the fish creatures. Nice. So then I'll go befriend the fish creatures. And I think they have another alpha. Yes, there they are. Yeah, we don't have that. Sorry. Let's try that again. Yeah, this is the charm feature. We don't have that. Or do we? Is that this one? Yeah, that is. Nice. Don't run away, I want to add you to my pack. I guess it didn't work out, but we did everything. Yes. Maybe I'm just not good enough at charming? No, yeah, that works. Anyway. And let's take this other alpha with me as well. So yeah, I will try not to go fighting immediately again, because now we have a pack again. And we don't want to lose it immediately again. But we are getting hungry. So we definitely need to eat. Oh no. Well, there's a fight. I guess we gotta fight. Nope, 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 nope. No, 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 leave me alone, leave me alone. Goodbye. Stop it. I didn't do anything this time. Defend me. Help me. No. Stop it. Yeah, I think I will just die. There's no way I can escape these. Yeah. Oh well, that's the first death of the... what do we call it? Poking master creature. Oh yeah, and this is an event that can sometimes happen in the creature stage. That we migrate to a new nest. So basically now we have the task of fighting through the wilderness to our new destination. So yeah, we gotta follow our people. But first, let's recruit. Oh, these are new people. Ah, these hatched from the cocoons. Yes, yes, yes. But I don't think I might not be able to do this on my own. Let's see. Yeah, these guys are dancing way better than me, and they have 3 people dancing against just me. You can see at the top, there's no way I will make this. Their moves are just too strong. Yeah. This is doomed to fail. But these guys we already have befriended, so let me just find one of the alphas. And another. And we have 2 pack members again. So on the minimap you can see a little dotted line. This is gonna point us to where our next nest is gonna be. And I actually do really wanna evolve soon. So let's just follow the path. These guys are my friends, yes. These guys are Goombas. Obviously Goombas from Mario. No difference to the real ones whatsoever. Yeah, they look befriendable. Let's do it. I think they do technically have better dance moves, but we are pretty good because we are in a group. So this should still work out in our favor. Yes. But if these guys are singing in a group, that's much too strong. be able to... Yeah, we did it. Alright. How did that not work out? Oh, because they were too fast, yes. Alright, let's try it with you. Alright, another befriended species. And something's happening. Something is happening. Oh yeah, a meteor shower. Nice. These creatures look too advanced for me to befriend, to be honest. Oh no. Who is fighting again? Why are we fighting? Stop fighting! You are dying for no reason. I gotta come to your aid. Stop attacking my friends. Nice. It did give us a part, actually. Now one of my teammates is very low on health. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that. I did tell them to get food. So we're just gonna continue on to our next nest. Alpha, that creature. That creature on the spore case. Ah. They do look cute. By the way, we're gonna take a look at the graph once again. So now you can see that it is split between two stages. So we have all of our history from the cell stage here that made us become an omnivore, and right now we are in the creature stage. So what makes a difference here is how many other creatures you befriend, as opposed to how many you make go extinct. And that's what, that's what makes and breaks this graph here. There are three possible outcomes here: predator, adaptable, and social. So obviously, if you befriend a lot of creatures, you're gonna end up social. That's here in the bottom of each of the categories. You can see what kind of features you get in the later stages as a result of this. So it makes a difference always what you end up choosing. For example, what's really good is the static bomb here in the civilization stage that we get. This is a good weapon for fighting, which we are gonna eventually do. And we also get a general discount on our standard equipment for the space stage, so this is really good actually. I don't know if any of these really make a huge difference here. I guess I want maybe to have the speed demon feature, so I guess I will try to stay adaptable and in the middle again, which is the middle ground between social and predator obviously. So that will mean we are going to have to kill some creatures later. Alright. So we can't just keep socializing with everyone. I guess that also would be a little bit boring. But for now, let's keep doing it with these. I think that's gonna be a difficult one. Yeah. The singing is not good on us anymore. We need better singing. Yeah, I think let's leave these alone and just continue to the new nest, which is in this direction, which I obviously knew. Yeah, let's for now just make a run for the new nest. It's actually pretty close, it should be just over this hill. And there, our injured guy can also heal up. Yeah, there we are. And new creature parts as well. But now I think first we'll play a cutscene. Yes. Yay, we arrived. So yes, this can happen again eventually, where we have to migrate to a new nest again. But yeah, that's fine. I do urgently want to evolve again, so let's do that. Alright, let's start with the mouth. We have this one right now, which has a strong bite but weak singing. I could switch for this one, who does the opposite. He's bad at biting but good at singing. But I think I'm gonna do that. Let me first move these away. Put this one on here. Oops. We also have, let's keep that for now, actually, but we also have some actual ears here that are meant to be ears, but I don't know, I don't find them much better, to be honest. But let's use them anyway. Alright. I don't know, I think, to be honest, I like the eyes. They're pretty cool. Of course, we could also go instead with insect eyes and stuff like that, but I will keep with those. Let's get better dance moves. Yeah, level 4 dancing. I think that's the maximum dancing you can have. So that's pretty good. Also, let's make these a bit shorter to make them a little bit more like paws. And bigger front claws, yeah. Can I also... No, I can't rotate them forward, unfortunately. But I am gonna twist them outwards a little bit again. So right now we only have spit level 1, which doesn't deal a lot of damage. We can increase to spit level 3, which is obviously better. Also, let's do something just for fun and put little spikes like this on here. Cause it just kind of looks cool. No, actually, let's put them here. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And let's do something else so that we have another attack. Let's also put in this strike component, which allows us to kind of claw at the opponent. I'm gonna make him kind of look a little bit like horns here. Yeah, like this. They kind of look a little bit like antennae, which is cool. So let's test how that looks. Yeah, that looks okay. So I guess if you play it with aesthetics in mind, if you play Spore with aesthetics in mind, you do kind of regularly have to check if the animations do what they're supposed to, because it is easy to kind of get a few glitches in here. For example, if your legs are too close to the body with the knees and stuff, then you kind of get weird skin in between them. That glitches a little bit out. Or sometimes stuff gets caught in silly poses and stuff like that, so sometimes it's just good to check out how everything looks. And technically you could even put this further and go into test drive mode, in which you have a whole bunch of funny dances and stuff the creature can do, or poses. So for example, it can do this dance here, or it can do this dance move, or this one. These dances are more expressive if your creature has arms, obviously, but you know, it's fine. I don't want arms yet. Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff you can do here. For example, there's a whole second page of these, let's call them emotes. For example, you can struck him by lightning, and then he dies. And you can keep doing that. Or you can make him be attacked by a bunch of bees. So this is essentially a torture chamber. Very fun. Let's change the painting. The paint for a while. Let's go with this base layer and this blue here. I think that looks in total a lot more shiny. And I kind of like it when the creature looks shiny. Also, the yellow detailing on these nubs here are actually really cool looking. Yeah, I'm generally very happy with this creature. Let's see if we can find another stripy texture. Or if we can... yeah, there are many more. Okay, let's try out this one, but again in yellow, please. Let's try this one. Yeah, I think I like this one. Or this one. Ooh, longitudinal stripes, interesting. And these. How about this one? Yeah, that's perfect. That's really cool. Okay. Stripe Master. Oh yeah, we do have some new features, so again we have to be taught by our parent. And our parent is happy with us. Yay. So, well, first of all, let's save for a second. Cause you never know. And then let's explore. Huh, there's an angry species here. 50 health, I have 31. This guy is clearly stronger than me. Clearly stronger. We will avoid that guy. But we do wanna kill more creatures so that we stay at the center of the graph. So you also look pretty strong. And you have helmets. And wings. Yeah. I think this is a bad idea, but I think I will attack them. Hold on, you're coming close. No close combat, no close combat, just... You are dying! Okay, well... Guess you're dead. Oh no. Hi. So that's a strategy you can do, is lure your enemies into your own nest then your people will fight for you. Unfortunately, our teammates are dead. So what I'm gonna do now is recruit my own species. Yes, please come along. And also this guy. Yes, perfect. Was it this direction? No, those are different creatures. Oh, was it? These guys are also bad guys. And that's the ocean. There are more of these guys over here. Our guys seem to be pretty healthy. Oh, not two of you at the same time, that's rude. One of our party members is dead, unfortunately, but one of them is still alive. So we're gonna need to kill 4 more of them to make them go extinct. And unfortunately they are not very scared of us or anything like that. Once again. We could attack them again. Nah. let's first just discover the area a bit more. Ooh. These look nice. So you've got 50 health as well. You might be dangerous to kill as well. Really lucky so far that nobody needed the fourth feature. What can I say? The singing isn't strong enough. But the dancing is quite genius. Yeah, okay. This one maybe. Nice, nice. Maybe you? Yeah. Right. Big brain status again. And this time we will actually also save. These creatures honestly look very killable. We could do it. Yes. Very killable indeed. Of course we're gonna lose our pack, but that's fine. No, we only lost one pack member actually. Nice. Nice, well done. And now I could also easily just get more party members from over here. Do I still have a part to gain? No. Well, same deal again as before. And where's the other alpha? There it is. Same deal again. And we have a full pack again. Yeah, these are actually kind of cute creatures. Like they've got a little nest on the back. And a flower on the top. Yeah. Sweet. There's an undiscovered nest over here. In this direction. Oh, they are bad guys. And they are strong. So nope, no thank you. There's another one over here. Unfortunately, they are not here. I mean, that does mean I can just steal stuff. I think it's these guys here. No, stay here. Can we take you in a fight is the question. You have health 50, you have health 50, you have health 19. Yeah, you're gonna die. Oh, you look easy to defeat actually. Sure. Let's kill some of you. I guess we have no choice. Sometimes that just happens. You attack the wrong creature. It's fine. And I have no pack members again. Hungry. sometimes you just gotta make another species extinct. It's fine. Really. Yeah, we are still dangerously close to social. So unfortunately a lot more of killing it is. Let's heal up a little bit, yes. And then let's go discover these guys. Cutie. Huh, and the Alpha Cutie has 32 health, that's fine. Yeah, let's attack. Sure. Oh, they split back. Okay, clearly you want to fight first. The thing is, fighting against two at the same time is never a good idea. Just about. Yeah. I want this guy next. Still another alpha, which means more parts to unlock. So here we go. No, 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 no. Back you go, back you go, back you go. Oh, this will be close actually. This will be really close. We just about made it. Let us heal immediately, please. So, a thing about this game is it absolutely allows you to do good old Skyrim horsing, as they say, and go up really steep cliffs, and that does require, however, the jumping. And we don't have any jumping yet. I gotta say though, these look like really cool aliens. Especially with those pointy claws at the beginning. I had found. Who are you? Yeah, I can take you on easily actually. You are angry and also small. Sure. Whatever. Let's go with you first. mystery. Yes. So I guess onto the new nest it is. Also, let me include you in my pack, please. Yes. And let's move on. So obviously there's another thing that shows with the graphics how old the game is. And you see the trees in particular, they are LODing quite hard. You need to get super close to them for them to reach the detailed model, and they stay super low poly otherwise. You see, this happened to all of the rocks around it and stuff. And we accidentally started a fight. I don't like that particularly much, but what can you do? Yeah, my teammate just died. That's yeah. That was unfortunate. Maybe I do want to upgrade. Yeah, okay, I cannot mate with you anymore. Well, you still please be my friend. Yes, perfect. Yeah, these creatures are just right in our path, unfortunately. I mean, we could go around them. Yeah, let's go around them. Who are you? You are weak. I can kill you. Not everyone at once, it makes it not so easy. My mouse is going dead. go after the weaker people. I am not sure what to think of this. Huh. No, bad idea, actually, bad idea. Yes, continuing to the new nest, obviously. I do wanna evolve again soonish. You know, usually wings would be an excellent idea for the evolution. I don't know if I want to have a winged creature though. I just don't know. Unfortunately, these people are also slightly too strong for me. Oh no, angry people. They are not particularly strong, so let's go for it. You stopped it, right? Oh no, teammate is dead. And I died again. So from the beginning again it is. Oh no, new angry people. Stop that immediately. And I will just add, you started this. This was not my doing. I think that's a spaceship. I think that noise means that's a spaceship coming. And they do abduct other... yeah, there it is. And it does eventually abduct some creatures. Yes, it does it. Well, goodbye to you. really gotta do something about these. They are just completely in my way. Fighting two at the same time is never fun, but unfortunately it sometimes can't be helped. And same thing again. Okay, this time let's go this way, because that should be fine. Yay, you are my friend actually, so, you know, why not? Why not try to? It's not enough. You. Now let's try that again. Again. Now maybe let's try not dying. I think that would be fun. Yes, that worked. How does it look? Yeah, I can afford to socialize with these. They are good dances as well. already get one of them though, didn't I? I think this will not work, actually. Yeah, okay. That's the thing. If I had a jumping ability, then going up this hill would be easy. But unfortunately I do not. And he literally will... Ah, there we go. There's more bones. Platypus. Hello there. Yeah, it looks kind of good, kind of like a platypus. No, the wrong one. Oopsie, oopsie. I did the wrong one. Yeah, the dancing is pretty funny, yes. But I like the singing parts the most, because it's just animal noises. Completely wild in my opinion. And what we're gonna do? What's your plan? Ah, interesting. Ooh, who are these guys in the background? No, no, I will just ignore you. I gotta finally get to the new nest, I'm sorry. Wait, did I go past the new nest? I don't think so. No, 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 no. Oh, that's just a stick. Yeah, okay. Angry creatures again. Yeah, no, this is the old nest. No, that's the new nest. What? So I accidentally ran past the new nest. That's smart of me. And there we go. Look at how big it is now. Yes, please. Please open this up. I would love for you to open this up. Thank you. And this one too. And then let's roll. I think I want this. Yes. That looks funny. I like it. And we also have a nose now. Oh, and we have better ears now. I want these. Nice. Alright. We do technically have a better mouth now. This one has level 5 singing. Yeah, that's better. Alright, then I guess we gotta redo all of this. Get rid of that. I think we make the neck a little bit longer. And get this guy on here. And put this here. Make it smaller. Yes. And then everything goes back again. maybe we go for different ones actually. No, definitely not. Maybe the old ones actually. I think that's good. Let's just... yeah, that's good. Alright, well, I urgently want a jumping thing. So, let's give him a jumpy thing. Oh yeah, and these horns also back again. And these need to be slightly smaller and more towards the back. More like this and this. Yes. Perfect. Oh, and the nose, of course. So what I could still do is get the things that I need for posing, or is posing just with hands? Yeah, I think I need to get arms for posing. So I guess let's give our creature some early arms. I want them for posing, so these will be good. Oh no, these are not good. These are level 1. Yeah, let's take these. Make this a little bit smaller so that it flows better together. And let's make it look like he's walking on his hands a little bit. So now he has graspers, and he can pose. And eventually we're gonna make him more humanoid, make him stand up more. But for now it's fine. I think the pattern is still good. I really still like the yellow, almost hairdo looking thing. Yeah. Grasper Master. He can hold things now. Unstoppable. Oh yeah, and new things to learn. Because now we can pose. What a silly creature, I love it. And there's a fight going on in the background. So, these creatures, we ignored them earlier. Yeah, we can take them on in socializing, I think. Yeah, it still works out. good at singing now. As long as socializing requires singing, we are absolutely set. And done. Oh, and that means more space for a new party member. Nice. Hello. So, hello everyone, how is everyone doing? Oh no, actually that means we are done with the creature stage, never mind. Yeah, that means we can now evolve to the tribal stage. So, let's save real quick. And move on. So, again, we have played it pretty balanced. We have definitely socialized more than we killed, but we did enough killing so that we didn't get into the social category in the end. And again, I think that's pretty fine because space travel in the end, you get a bonus for that if you get into the adaptable category here. So that's pretty nice actually. Yes. Which means now we get to go to our last chance to edit the creature itself. So now we're gonna make it stand upright, like a humanoid. We're gonna keep the tail. I think that's funny. And yeah, I think this is humanoid enough. We want it to be a humanoid creature now because I think it's better for the space stage later when you get to do adventures. Adventures are when you are in the space stage. You are flying around with your spaceship and you can go to special planets, and then you can play basically player created games. Like Spore has a little game creator built in, which is pretty nice, and you can play through these stories, and for those I think it makes the most sense to be a humanoid, because you can put the parts on for your captain in a nice outfit kind of way. And yeah, I just think it makes sense to go bipedal for this. I'm good as well, thank you. This is my first stream, so obviously I'm very nervous, but you know, I'm making it a little bit easier on myself by playing a game that I know completely by heart. This game was essentially my childhood and I've played it so much. Cause let me just show you, the thing is, this is a game obviously, but this is also, Spore is also kind of a social platform, because you get to share your own creations, they get uploaded, and you can see also creations uploaded by other people as well, and that creates a really cool kind of community. So you get some really crazy stuff as well. For example, this person here made straight up Milhouse from Simpsons, and it actually looks good. It looks a little bit cursed, but also that's just because we're in Spore and things move a little bit funny sometimes. But you see, there is a really cool creative community in this game, and it has been since 2008, and the servers are still running, so that's pretty wild actually. And the fact that there's still a community playing this game just shows to me that it is just that much of a classic, and yeah, a brilliant game, to be honest. Here you see, for example, let me show you some of the adventures. So let's click on a random one, Beyond the Ruins, for example. So this is the preview page for it. Slowly the screenshots will load in. Unfortunately, it's not very fast, but eventually you will see some screenshots here in those quadrants. And or maybe it takes forever, who knows. But yeah, these are little mini games, so to speak, that you can play in the space stage. And I don't know, it's just really cool, and it allows you to do a lot of creative stuff. For example, look at just this one. Hold on, maybe we get screenshots for those. I would hope so, because the thumbnail looked pretty amazing. Yeah, I guess we're not that lucky. You can also see some of the crazy vehicles people make. So, starting from the civilization stage, you get vehicles, or whatever it's called. But these are also made using a particular editor, and you can slowly see them load in. And they range from pretty standard stuff like this one. This is just some Spore parts slapped together, essentially. Like, these are all individual parts that you can just bring together, but you can make some real masterpieces out of it as well. So for example, I don't know. Yeah, somebody made a Ferrari, for example. This is, I've said this at the beginning, but like making smooth vehicles like this is really a lot of work, because you got to get a lot of these shapes wedged into each other, kind of to make them look perfect and smooth and curvy and stuff like that. But like, people make some really cool stuff here, and that's just really nice to see. And also people use this to organize contests among themselves and give each other gifts and stuff. So like, completely for the social purposes. Like, for example, here is a gift someone made for another person. You can see these regularly here. Here somebody made Wilma from the Flintstones, for example. Like, gameplay wise, this brings you nothing. This is a spaceship like any other spaceship. There is no need to make it as specifically beautiful or special like this. Technically, you could just go into the spaceship editor, slap some parts together and call it a day. But people don't only do that, people do really creative stuff as well. So yeah, that's just something that I wanted to show off really quick. Some cool stuff in here. So now, this creature is now ready for the tribal stage. I could still give this creature some wings that will make things easier in the future, but I honestly don't want to give this creature wings, and so I guess no. Let's give this creature one last name. Let's call it the Civilized Master. Again, still very, very serious name, obviously. From now on, the only thing that we can edit about this creature, because now this is the final evolved humanoid, we only get to edit its outfits from this point on. And this cutscene is very nice. It is the creature discovers fire, and that's the beginning of civilization essentially. So some creatures on the planet gain intelligence, and yeah, they gain intelligence and start building houses and stuff. And from this point on, it's no longer a third-person game. From this point on, it turns into a real-time strategy game. So that's another thing that's really nice about Spore. You get some really nice different types of gameplay. Like, from now on, you start managing the tribe as a whole instead of playing a single specific creature. You are about to enter the tribal stage. Yes, we have discovered fire and we have discovered holding a stick. Those are the two defining features of a civilization. Yeah, fun fact, if you put arms on the creature in the creature stage already, you can technically, there are some sticks lying around, you can hold them but not do anything with them. So like they added sticks just only for the purpose of holding something. So yeah, now we have our central tribe house thing here. The defining thing is first of all, it's where all of the management stuff happens. So where I can put other huts down that give us instruments or weapons. So again, the gameplay is kind of again split into aggressive and socializing playstyles. But you also need to gather and manage your food. So there are also houses, huts that give you instruments for gathering food. For example, there are fishing spears and stuff like that. And you do have to pay attention to your food reserves. Eventually, when all of your people are gone somewhere else, other animals or other tribes will come and steal your food, for example. And a nice thing is, now that we have had a pack in the creature stage, these other pack members are now our pets. These are domesticated animals now, and they give us eggs regularly. So now that we have 3 of them, this is gonna be pretty good for us, because that's a passive food income. So yeah, first things first, we're gonna need to go through the camera tutorial. Whoop whoop, yeah. I can move the mouse, yes. And then I need to click on the minimap, nice. I need to click on the members portraits. Down here you have the selection of your members. You have the chieftain, he's the boss of them all. And he can attack with his staff and stuff. He can also do some magic things like give us some fish or calling in some beasts magically, because those are perks that we got from the earlier stages. Yeah, we do actually already have some eggs in our food reserves. You can see it here. Hold on. They do also display what kind of food there is. So we have some fish lying around and some egg. The other members can assume roles. So for example, I could make these into fishermen or into warriors with spears or axes or anything. I just need to place down the correct building to produce weapons of that kind. Yeah. Good. So the first thing we need to do is find some food, because food is kind of the currency here right now. So with food you can, for example, make babies and have more tribe members. Oh yeah, bye. Have a good sleep, and thank you for coming. So yeah, we're gathering food. You see sometimes now they will put the food down and fruit will appear here on the pile. And with the food we can finally buy instruments or weapons. So for example, we can put down some throwing spears. Now we don't have enough food for making a baby, but eventually we will. I will also assign one of the tribe members, to regularly collect eggs, I think. But no, right now that is not possible, I guess. So we'll just continue with gathering food. And they are still omnivores, by the way. That is something that we decided in an earlier stage, obviously. So we could go out as a group now. Hold on, let me first select my whole tribe and make them have the throwing spears. I think that will generally help them also with the hunting, if I'm not mistaken. So now after they're done placing down the food, okay, now a cutscene comes because we have a different rival tribe of these people now. So yeah, that's a rival tribe. We can socialize or antagonize them and fight with them. For now, let's just leave them alone for a second and get those throwing spears. Yeah, we have them now. So we have these creatures here, for example, that we can just hunt now. These people will now go in a group together, killing that one creature. The creature will attempt to defend itself, but it's not really strong. And now we can gather the meat of this creature also as food. So, you know, if we had a carnivore creature, then we would need to do this as our only means of gathering food, which can be a bit tedious. I find it is just much more practical to play as an omnivore, because fruit trees are just always around. And also we have some eggs now, so the captain will go and play the role of gathering the eggs. And we're gonna add some babies to make some more tribe members. So now the next question is, how do we unlock the other buildings? So because we eventually want to diversify, because the weapons are good against different things. For example, the throwing spears are good against creatures. They are good against for fighting from a distance. But flaming torches and stone axes are good for different things. So like axes are also good against creatures, but flaming torches are really good against buildings, for example. We have 3 different types of instruments. We will also gather those. And you gather these huts by either socializing again or attacking. So once you have defeated a rival tribe in either of those ways, either by friendship or by war, you get one of the buildings added, or multiple, I don't remember exactly. But yeah, that's essentially all of the basics of the tribal stage. Something that is, I think, important to point out is that this is, I think, the most difficult of the stages, because angry tribes will attack really often, and you will be dealing with one tribe, and in the meantime another tribe attacks. So you will have to multitask or hope that nothing happens while you are doing one thing. So this can be, I think, pretty difficult, and is, I think, again, because of that, it is the most difficult stage. But it's still very fun. We also have now the outfit editor, which is now, you see again, this creature is again in the editor, but now we cannot move any parts of them anymore. The nose and the eyes and the horns and stuff, they're all here to stay. But we can use the outfit to add more features. So for example, we can make them better at socializing, better at gathering, and better at having health, or better at attacking, I think is also a thing. I think we have also... yeah, combat. So what we're gonna do, I think, for the beginning is we're gonna add this floret here at the back of the head. I think that will look nice. You know, I'm just kind of the player who plays it more for the aesthetics, to be honest, and doesn't necessarily make all of the smart decisions, but the fun decisions. Which I think is absolutely valid. Let's give you some kind of breastplate, chestplate. Yeah, that looks like he's wearing a chestplate now. And let's see how it looks in the outfit, with the outfit and the colors. Yeah, I think that looks good. Now we have some teal and yellow hair, and a yellow breastplate, chestplate, blah, whatever. I think it looks nice. So yeah, now that we've got the basics down, let's save again, because you know the game did crash earlier and I don't want to get more progress being lost. So yeah, we do have a new tribe now. So let's see, we do have wooden horns as an instrument. Those cost 25 food, so we need just a little bit more of food. But our captain is gathering it, so it's fine. You see that the newborn children are on a cooldown here now. You see this with the icons here. And this cooldown will eventually allow them to become adults and wear weapons and instruments and stuff. We now have enough food for the wooden horns. So yeah, I think I will have everyone collect food again, and we will have a fifth member. And I think then we're gonna give them horns and we're gonna attempt to socialize with the new tribe. It's a little bit hard to see because it's brown on brown, but if we move over there, we can see that these guys have maracas and fishing spears. So maybe we'll get one of those things if we successfully socialize with them. So you two can already get the wooden horns. And the baby will also get wooden horns afterwards. So the baby is grown into an adult. So he gets the instrument. And then we're gonna select the whole tribe. Pause for a second. And we're gonna move to the brown village here. And we're gonna try to socialize with them. and unpause. So what's gonna happen now is they're gonna arrive and talk to the other tribe, and then they will arrange in a big group musical number. And essentially this is the same as it is in the creature stage. You do what the other tribe wants you to do. So in this case it's only play the wooden horns a few times, which is lucky because we don't have any of the other instruments yet. And that's good, we get a nice rating of 10 out of 10. And we can socialize with them even more in order to make them our allies. In the meantime, it should be noted that our camp is unprotected, so wild animals will steal our food in the meantime. But the thing is, it's just easier to select all of them and send them all into one place. So this was pretty easy. We are now dancing together and having a little party. And we get both of the hearts, nice. So now we get our first totem on the pole. So this one we added via socialization. So it is a happy totem pole with an instrument in its hand. If we were to defeat them in combat, it would be an angry warrior totem. And eventually the totem also represents the bottom bar again. The more we socialize or attack the other tribes, the more this will fill up. And yeah, then we will move to the next stage. Also, we now have more space in our tribe, so it now lets us have 9 spaces. Also, there is this creature that is trying to steal our food, so what we're gonna do is just kill it. It's trying to run away. And the thief has been slain, and we can steal the food again. So yeah, that's basically what the tribal phase is about. Yeah. We're gonna get one guy to get the eggs again. And the rest, except for one person who watches the camp, will go gather some food again. Oh yeah, and now we have a new instrument, the maracas, and we have the fishing spears. Although they are not really necessary, because we can already get food from many different other places, and there is not really a river here. Oh, and we have a new tribe here. They are already immediately angry at us. We will probably have to fight them. But yeah. So I think we might stop it here for now. So I wanna thank everyone again for joining today. thank you. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.